Social media addiction is soon to be classified as a behavioral disorder amongst young people. How you can incorporate social media timeouts into your life to avoid a technology addiction. Influencers and brands have recently voiced their opinion on Instagram's algorithm and how the chronological order is affecting some more than others. Optical illusion makeup artists and how their work will have you taking a second, if not a third, look. All that today and more on Planet Malibu. Fucking cut his off and take it home with this look, honey. Okay. Quick shout out to the cake-faced drag princess from Sweden, Miss BAMBIBORG, for inspiring this look today. I've been stalking Bambi on Instagram for about 2 years now. Thank you so much for always keeping me inspired and giving me unexpected advice when I really need it. Keep doing what you're doing, keep influencing. I love your work. Snaps for Bambi. Instagram has stated that the algorithm and chronological order in which things are posted is to help protect and grow the influencer community genuinely and avoid all robot activity and cater to those who engage in real engagement. What does this all mean? If you're talking to somebody and they're saying they know how to crack the Instagram algorithm or they know how the chronological order works, it's probably a big load of BS because Instagram has never stated once how the algorithm works. They have never stated once how the chronological order works. They've only stated that it's all in place to help protect and grow our influencer community in a genuine way. I will leave a link in the description box down below of an article I've been reading. Now, this is the top search result for the 2018 Instagram algorithm and what people think Instagram has done to change the chronological order and what people think you could be doing to crack the algorithm. I definitely don't need to tell you not to believe everything you read on the internet, and I think this is definitely one of those cases. Instagram definitely wants to own in on a lot of robot activity. Instagram definitely wants to stop a lot of these social growth apps from being able to work properly because that is what is affecting the algorithm. Instagram is going to do its best to make sure that it catches onto robot activity. Basically, if you want to grow your following and if you want to be genuine and have your content seen, you need to do just that. You need to be genuine. You need to engage with people. You need to have conversations with people. You need to go and leave more than, 2-word comments on their things, more than an emoji, because that's engagement. That's what Instagram is going to see as real engagement. If you can go have a conversation in the comments, Instagram is going to see that as real, genuine engagement. If you spam follow a bunch of people and unfollow them, Instagram is going to see that as robot activity. We do know that Instagram has changed the chronological order. We do know that Instagram is showing you stuff based on what it thinks you want to see. Other than that, we don't know much else. Don't focus on a lot of the negative stuff like this. I swear a lot of it is here to distract you. We know the truth. We know that Instagram has changed the chronological order, but there is so much more going out there, so much stuff that is being turned around and spewed, and it's just not true. So don't believe everything you see on the internet. Definitely do your research and keep doing what you're doing. Be genuine. Of course, when somebody posts a new post, you might not see it right away because what you've been searching, what you've been engaging in lately might not relate specifically to that post. So it's not going to show up in your feed till 2 days later, till an hour or 3 hours later, or until it receives enough engagement. Now, this is interesting to me. I don't know if this is true or not, but rumor is Instagram is only showing your photos to 10% of your audience to start, and if it gets enough engagement, it then shows it to the next 90%. I don't know if that's true or not, but I definitely notice on my Instagram, I'm scrolling through and I'm seeing posts that say like 3 days ago or even a week ago at some point. Another thing I did notice too is Instagram now has ad space. So based on what you're searching, based on keywords, based on your hashtags, Instagram is going to be suggesting people for you to follow. That's great and everything, but a lot of us really just want the old feedback, and I get that. It's nice to see what people post when they post it. There's a simple way around this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go through the people that you're following. You're gonna choose all the people that you want to see first. You're gonna choose all the people that you want to be notified about when they post. This is the only way around this at the moment. Basically, you're gonna go to those pages. In the top right corner, there's 3 little dots. You can drop down that menu. It's gonna say turn on post notifications. That's gonna make sure that you're notified when that account post something, when it posts a picture, when it posts something on their story. Today's influencer spotlight, the designers of Mont Boudoir, Shannon and Sinead Claremont, the Claremont twins, just shook the f***ing internet. That and Kim Kardashian and everybody who modeled for Yeezy season 6. If you go to the Claremont twins page right now, you're gonna see some tits and ass hanging out, and these girls' bodies, I just, like, off, okay? Like, I just can't. Honey, I'm gay, but if I wanted to, I don't know if I'm gay looking at these. Like, you guys are just so fucking hot. I don't know. I guess if I was a girl, that's the body I'd want. Let's just go with that. I wanted to give them a shout out because it definitely brings back some of the nostalgia for me. My best friend Michael, who does not live in the same city as me anymore, we used to twin so hard. We used to like coordinate outfits to a T till it was like people didn't know what they were looking at. So I love that trigger. I love when people have to kind of take a second look and be like, whoa, there's 2 of them. Social media addiction is the fastest growing unclassified behavioral disorder amongst young people. How people who just can't quit the clicks are finding it harder than ever to engage in everyday activities if they're not networking or online. Statistics show generations between the ages of 16 and 35 are checking their phone on an average of every 6 minutes. Dr. Hilary Chase, co-founder of Restart, a center for rehab and recovery for people with tech, gaming, and internet addictions, states that people can experience a high just like any other drug and experience a withdrawal just like any other drug from social media. They're going to classify it in the same classification, I guess, as a gaming addiction or an impulsive shopping addiction. It kind of goes along with the same triggers and the same feelings that go along with it. So it's a real thing. These are popping up all over the world. People are definitely having a serious issue not being able to remove their brains from social media. What are some things you can be doing to incorporate social media timeouts into your life to avoid a technology addiction? I just wanted to share with you guys some things that I do and I make a point of to make sure that I really disconnect from social media when I need to, when I need a clear headspace, and when I need to think and come up with content. It's so much easier to do that when your brain is disconnected from the internet. So first things first is when you wake up in the morning, we've all heard this, don't look at your phone. Honestly, get into the shower, have a coffee, do something before you pick up that phone. If your phone is your alarm clock, turn it off, put it back down. It's really hard to do. We all want to go on our phone and check our Instagrams, our Facebooks, our messages, our text messages. Point is, it is actually scientifically proven that for the first 26 to 60 minutes that you are awake in the morning is crucial to set a tone and mindset for the entire day. So you're on social media, first thing in the morning, you're kind of scrolling through, there's my mom, there's my best friend, haha, some funny memes. Maybe you scroll across a really graphic car accident and it just kind of triggers you a little bit. It makes you feel something before you've had a chance to feel anything positive just coming from yourself. A social media timeout for me consists of 2 hours where I put my phone away, I put it in a drawer, I turn my computer off, I completely get out of that room and I go and I try and connect with myself and do something that makes me feel good. I've learned that when I am in my element and I am feeling relaxed and my head is not focused on anything else, I have some of the best, most creative, craziest ideas I've ever come up with in my entire life. I don't know if you guys have noticed a little change or anything different with my content lately, but that has a lot to do with this. It really, truly does. So I guess just realize that it is a real problem and it does affect people. It can affect your learning. It can affect relationships. It can affect a lot of things in your life. So make sure that you're giving yourself these social media breaks. Make sure that you're disconnecting yourself and giving yourself time to feel your own emotions and feel what you want to feel and not what social media and all those stimulating things want you to feel, because that's the point of it. Social media wants to provoke a feeling. It wants to get you engaged. Optical illusion makeup artists. Have a look at some of these photos. How do they make you feel? Do they spike some interest? Do they make you feel a little bit triggered? Are you confused? If you are feeling any of those things, I think that is so fucking cool, and that's why I love optical illusion makeup artists, because it does play on those triggers. It makes people have to take a second look and be like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Or is that real? Or is this painted? Or how is this happening? I think that feeling, or that kind of uneasiness or that eeriness of not knowing whether something is real or not, is so cool, and I think it's really neat. I've talked about this before, to play on people's triggers like that. Natalie Fletcher, Jeannie Marwadell, and Dane Yoon are some of the most talented optical illusion makeup artists in the industry at the moment. I'm going to leave them linked in the description box down below, along with some other optical illusion makeup artists for you all to go and check out. All right, last to finish things up, let's do our throwback. Every week I like to do a throwback to a product that is forgotten but not lost. I feel like a lot of makeup products get lost in our plethoras of makeup, so I like to shout out something that I thought was really cool in the past, but I haven't really used a lot lately. Today I have the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer eyeshadow palette. I'm going to show you guys how much I actually like wear eyeshadow. It's not really a lot. Jeffree, I love you, and I love your brand, and I love everything that you do. Not that I don't love your eyeshadows, I just don't really wear a ton of eyeshadow, so this one got forgotten a little bit, and I think I'm gonna try to incorporate it into my look somehow. I don't really wear a lot of color on my eyes. I just learned that about myself, you know what I mean? As much as eyeshadow is beautiful and I love it, it's just not my jam specifically, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of love, and we'll see how that goes. That wraps it up for this episode of Planet Malibu. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Before you leave, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you guys all next week. Bye, dolls.